these are the fourth most influential pastors, at least in the U.S. It's Joel Osteen, Rick Warren, Stephen Furtick, Joseph Prince, and Andy Stanley.
False.
Right?
False teachers, yes.
This is the influential one. Now,
really?
Yeah.
Find me one who's not a heretic.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's that they're followers of these guys and they're multiplied by minions. Jacob, that message you did where they share each other's lies. They just take their The
birdcage, right?
This is what these guys are doing. They're passing this on everywhere, and it's millions and millions of deceived Christians following deceived men, and both are headed to the ditch. I bet you there's 100 million deceived Christians in America, maybe more.
You have Joseph Prince now at his church with the drag queen show.
Yep.
You had Andy Stanley, who detests the Old Testament, that won't preach it from it. You have Rick Warren that says, don't worry about prophecy. And you have Joel Osteen that says, everything's great. This is your best life now. This is the theology of America. Tim Keller passed away, so he's not influential anymore. I guess his books are, but this is the theology of America, of American Christians. And they see this stuff, but I don't know. I can't put myself in their head, and I don't know how they perceive it, but it just seems like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about.
But where's the alternative to these people? Who is it? John Piper? Don't make me laugh. He's into the Lectio Divina. He's replacement theology. He's completely off the rails. Who's the alternative? Is it John MacArthur? It's possible to take the mark of the beast and still be saved and go to heaven? That John MacArthur? Where is the alternative to these people? There is no viable alternative anymore. There is no counterpoint to this corrupted leadership.
There's a few godly men in bad denominations. There's a few men in bad churches, like you say on the rebellion of Sheba. God still has his remnant. But Jacob, when you go out on this fellowship drive in Marca, you're going to see it's only the really hungry that are willing to drive 30 miles or 40 miles, just be able to spend a few hours with people that can share koinonia. That's what they say. Oh, I'm so happy to be able to share Christ with people that know what I'm talking about and have that same love for Jesus in their heart. I mean, it's like a cry of love to this one guy, Jacob, hugged me like 6 times because he just missed fellowship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just was so happy to have someone that he could discuss and talk about. The greatest person in the world is Jesus that saved him. You know?
These are desperate times. And I remember Leonard Ravenhill talking about desperate time. He says, God doesn't answer prayers. He answers desperate prayers.
Yeah.
This is where I don't know what's going to take for the Christian church to be desperate for prayer, desperate for fellowship, desperate in need of Christ's Spirit in us. But as Jacob talked about, all the environment in which we live, the atmosphere, the spiritual atmosphere,